Hi everyone, now we are going to see Schrodinger's time-dependent wave equation. This can be derived from Schrodinger's time-independent wave equation. We know the solution of classical differential equation of wave motion is psi is equal to psi naught e power minus I omega t. Let this be equation number 1. Differentiating the above equation with respect to time. We get dou psi by dou t is equal to psi naught, the amplitude, and then e power minus I omega t is e power minus I omega t and then minus I omega. That is differentiating e power 2x as 2 into e power 2x. Now psi naught e power minus I omega t can be replaced with psi from equation 1. Therefore, psi minus I and then omega should be replaced by 2 pi nu. Therefore, omega is written as 2 pi nu. Now, I am rewriting this equation. Dou psi by dou t is equal to minus I 2 pi nu and then we get a psi here. And then frequency nu is equal to E by h because we know E is equal to the energy E is equal to h nu. Therefore, nu is equal to E by h should be replaced here. So we get minus I 2 pi E by h and then psi. So nu is replaced with E by h. Now we know that the reduced Planck's constant h cross is equal to h by 2 pi. Here we have 2 pi by h. Therefore, 1 by h cross is equal to 2 pi by h. Now, I am going to replace this here. Therefore, dou psi by dou t is equal to minus I E by h cross psi. Then h cross can be taken over the other side. I get h cross dou psi by dou t is equal to minus I E into psi. Now I and minus is here. So multiply the above equation with I on both the sides. We get I h cross dou psi by dou t is equal to minus I E psi is there. I am going to multiply it with one more I. So I will get minus I square E psi. We know that I square is equal to minus 1. Therefore, I h cross dou psi by dou t is equal to minus and then I square should be replaced with minus 1 E psi, which is equal to I h cross dou psi by dou t is equal to E psi. Let this be equation number 2. Now, we know Schrodinger's time-independent wave equation in three-dimensional form is Schrodinger's time-independent wave equation. Time-independent wave equation in 3D form for a particle is del square psi plus 2m by h cross square E minus V psi is equal to 0. I am rewriting this as del square psi plus 2m by h cross square E. I am taking this psi inside E psi minus V psi is equal to 0. Let this be equation number 3. Now substituting E psi value from equation 2 in equation 3. So applying the value of E psi from equation 2 in equation 3, we get del square psi plus 2m by h cross square I cross dou psi by dou t minus V psi is equal to 0. Here then we are going to rearrange the equation. That is del square psi is equal to, I am taking the whole second term over the other side, minus 2m by h cross square I cross dou psi by dou t minus V psi. Now I am taking it towards this side, minus h cross square by 2m del square psi is equal to I cross dou psi by dou t minus V psi. Now I am taking this minus V psi over the other side. Left hand side we get minus h cross square by 2m del square psi plus V psi is equal to I cross dou psi by dou t. So this can also be written as minus h cross square by 2m del square plus V into psi is equal to I cross dou psi by dou t. Then this is h psi is equal to E psi, where h is called as the Hamiltonian operator. That is, this is called the Hamiltonian operator, and already we know E is called the energy operator I cross dou psi by dou t. Here the time factor is involved. This is Schrodinger's time dependent wave equation.